political space is heating up on three major developments, and we're starting in Abuja, where Minister Wike was reportedly chased out by angry protesters, raising fresh questions about public anger, governance, and political accountability. In Kano State, the resignation of Kwankwaso's son as a commissioner has sparked debate about loyalty, pressure, and internal power struggles. And now the big political twist. The Kano State governor has officially rejoined the APC, a move that could reshape political calculations ahead of future elections. Good morning, you're welcome to Morning Pause right here in Active Citizens. I'm your host, Sharon Edemchuku. Doing this with me in the studio, I have Ifoma Oji. Good morning, how are you doing?
Good morning, I'm great.
Welcome to the conversation. Also joining us live in the studio, we have our political analyst, Mr. Daniel Sacramento. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm all right. Good morning.
Now, I would love us to start with different videos to start off with. But you see that video where protesters were chasing literally Wike and his entourage in Abuja is one for the site. And I think we'll have a look at that first before we return to the studio for a full-on conversation. Let's have a look.
Ole! See Wike running, see him running, see him running. Wike is running. Catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him. Ole!
All right, we just saw that video, and there are different various angles to that particular event. Now, there's also another one I would love us to take a look at. It is the video of NLC protesters coming out to say that they have been given the right to protest. But before then, let us have a look at what has been trending since yesterday and the pursuit of Wike from Abuja. Let me have your take, Ifoma.
Okay, I believe those videos or the videos we just saw or that has been trending on social media is about FCT workers that are yet to receive their payment or their salaries by the FCT minister. And it's quite sad that it had to get to this point where you see people in the street protesting for what should be rightfully theirs in the first place. And it's really sad that the FCT minister, some of them would say that a landlord that left his that couldn't follow the front door of his house to go to his house or enter his house, he had to enter through the back door. It means that he is incompetent. And looking at it, you could see that it's even to a very large extent is true. When a man is running away from his home, probably because he doesn't want that confrontation, open confrontation with the wife, or maybe he's avoiding one thing or the other. So which we are seeing in River State now. And it's really, really, like I said, sad that he couldn't even provide succor for these people. He couldn't even tell them, okay, this is why your salaries are yet to be paid. This is the reason. Just give me time. Just provide clarity. Give them that assurance that their salary is going to be paid. But because of the fact that he's clouded with guilty or guilt, he's running away from his responsibility, and he's using their money, taxpayers' money, to go and attend his son's graduation outside the country. And he will still call for press conference, I think about 100 press men and women, where he will be addressing that he wasn't the one that was running away, that it was his dog that was running away, and that he was having meeting with Donald Trump to find out how they can curb insecurity in Nigeria. We still see that, and
anyways,
how we deny that.
I like that you've said that, because it is valid when people come out to express themselves. But let me have your take, because the FCTA workers are saying that that particular protest is backed by the NLC.
Okay. Nigeria is a very funny country. Every day you wake up, you always see something that will make you smile.
Yeah.
It's quite unfortunate that at this point in time, we're still struggling to foot workers' bill, giving workers a very good welfare. And it's quite sad that this is not happening in the states. It's happening at the seat of power, which should be a place or a state or the capital of development, the capital of look, come and see. But what we are seeing was people who are struggling, running to tell the minister, I beg, can't give us our money. It wasn't as if they didn't work. People have worked. Come and settle them. It becomes an issue. You see why the kind of leaders we have. And that's why people will never, anybody that is with his rightful senses cannot take Wike serious.
No.
Because he is one man who like going to the media to do media stunts. To just talk and talk and talk frivolously, unguardedly, and act unguardedly. You see, if this Wike and the activities is doing all these, saying Wike has done this, has done that, this one is a practical example of what things he has not even done. Wike would have just gathered them. I beg Mukuna no verse and never pay. See why this, see why that. Look at this. Please, in all level of sincerity, give us from now to this time. These things will be paid, will be addressed.
All right, Mr. Daniel, please let me just hold your thought there, because I would love us to take a look at that video where they're expressing their hurts and their concerns so that we can come back. I have a question out of what you just said. Let's have a look at that video.
Give everybody the two-side opportunity to say their own side of it. And when the other side, the defending side, were asking for injunction for the closure, for the gates to be opened, the judge declined to do it. So we're happy about that.
A landlord of FCT that is using backdoor to run. We have identified the landlord that is using backdoor to run. We have seen him with our eyes. He's not a genuine landlord that is using backdoor to run. We are FCT. We chase our landlord. As you can see, he's following the bypass to run away, which means he's automatically failure.
Me, I'm not Wike. He's the one that decides to follow the back door. This is his main door. He has the right to choose to pass anywhere, but he avoided here today for reasons best known to them. I'm not surprised that NUT joined, because I knew that it was just a matter of time. Because the struggle for us is also a struggle for them. The SEP and the UBEB are all here, and so whatever money is being paid to us, or whatever benefits this struggle provides, is also for them. So I just knew it's a matter of time. And if we have our issues, we'll settle that after here. But I knew it was a matter of time.
The minister is supposed to be the father of this house. When a father is running out of his house, you know there's a problem. Going through that door, not through his door, then you know there is a problem.
Workers, and we have managed to chase our landlord out of the house. Now, Mr. Sacramento, this is what I wanted us to get. It is the fact that when you look at the faces of these people, you can tell how hurt, how deeply saddened they have been, or they all are, by this particular act. Their arrears not being paid, their money is not being paid as due to them. So let's take a look at that. The fact that, like you were trying to mention, Wike did not address this one-on-one, giving them a specific time when said money would be paid, but now is actually running away, using the bypass to evade the protesters.
Yeah. Like I was trying to explain to you, Wike is one of those leaders who like to do public stunts. And after doing his public stunt, when all chips are down, you begin to look for him, like he did, running away. You see the agony, you see the bitterness in the faces of people. You could see the NLC, all arms of NLC coming out to stand their grounds that this must be sorted out. You see, there is no big deal about negotiation. I don't see why Nigerians, every now and then, we struggle to pay. But you want people to go to work. You want people to put in 20 hours in the job. But when it comes for people's welfare, we begin to sing a different song. And these things are the things that makes people to lose trust, lose belief when it comes to putting in their last blood for the nation. So these are errors. It's not only we are talking about FCT. You go to NFF, the Nigerian Football Federation. The same issues are happening everywhere that there is anything that is money. So it becomes a political aspect.
So, Mr. Daniel, now, and I'm also going to bring the question to you, Foma. Do you think that what we have is a problem of negotiation, like what Mr. Daniel said?
Yes, it is a part. It's not completely negotiation. It's doing the needful, doing your due diligence. These people worked, they toiled for that salary, they deserve that salary. So why withdrawing it, why withholding it? It is their right. So talking about negotiation is because of the fact that you weren't able to pay them as at when due. That is why you're seeing them protesting for their rights. So you owe it to them to at least provide accountability. Okay, this is the reason, like I said earlier, why your payments didn't come as it's supposed to, when it was supposed to come. So just give me little patience. It's going to be sorted out. It's not something that is really too hard for a FCT minister to do.
Exactly. It's not something that is really cumbersome to sit down and have a conversation with people as to what exactly is going on. Now, as to, you know, what has been going on nationally. I remember we had this discussion yesterday where we saw the Kano governor and the 21 lawmakers in Kano defecting from the NNPP. So they left the NNPP. But as of yesterday, we didn't know where they were going to go to, right? But I said we can already tell it was the APC. And we're seeing today that that Kwankwaso's son has resigned as Kano commissioner, and Kano state governor has officially ported to APC again. But I'd like us to start from Kwankwaso's son. I think that our political patriots children have been making some political moves. First, it was Atiku's son. Now it's Kwankwaso's son resigning as Kano commissioner. Why do you think he did that?
Well, if the political party that brought in the Kano governor belongs to the father. He formed NMPP, and they used it. They all left PDP and APC. Now they formed NPP. The young man have seen that the relationship between himself and the governor will no longer be cordial. He will be seen as a mole, since his father is having a quagmire with the current governor. So there is no need for him to be there, because on a normal, the man will always see him. If they come for executive council meeting, anything that is reasonable they discuss there, they will always see him as somebody that will take it back to his father for, and which will not go well.
Okay.
So the best thing he had to do was to resign from that party. He doesn't want to be part of it, and know fully well Kwankwaso and APC are still in negotiation to know the political party where he will pitch his tent.
Yeah.
And NPP is a very massive political movement in Kano State. So there's going to be a very, very massive commotion as it stands now. Baba Yusuf was brought in by Kwankwaso, and they all came in from APC. Now he has rejoined APC, and Kwankwaso is still in negotiation with the political party, APC and ADC, to know where he is going to pitch his tent. All right. That's where we are.
So that's why we're seeing
the son
had
to, the son has to resign, because he will no longer be given a cordial relationship, since his father has left. Since the governor has left his father.
Yeah, I get that. And but what about you? Are you also seeing it from that perspective?
No, I see it differently. I see it as a young man that is trying to find his path in life politically, and he doesn't have to be under the umbrella or under the shoulders or the armpit of his father to succeed in life. So this is him creating his own life for himself. That's literally what I see. And in the constitution, is his right to choose whichever party he wants to defect to, or he wants to be in. So I don't see a big deal with that.
All right. Now, a lot of people are actually saying that this is all part of a political plot, like what Mr. Daniel is saying. They're saying that this is pointing to the fact that a lot of people, since they have defected from the NNPP and he is still in the NNPP with his father being the founder of the party, it would be a contradiction of purpose, values, politically. And also, I would like us to also talk about what has been going on politically and the way and manner in which we're seeing these defections. Now, we saw earlier that Atiku's son came out to say that he's going to do. In fact, I even saw recently that he said that there is nobody that is going to take away the seat from President Tinubu come 2027. Now, let's talk about how we're seeing Kano State defecting to the APC. The APC is gaining more ground, but what are your takes?
Well, let's be sincere to ourselves. NPP is an offshoot of APC. In as much as Kwankwaso has a very large followership, and he kept it and held it. You understand? Now, these are the part of things we were discussing yesterday.
Yeah.
Now he has NPP well registered. He can use that coupled with the fact he has a lot of support groups with NPP. He have Kwankwasia group.
Yes.
Good. Which is scattered all over the federation. So now he has a voice. That is why they are coming to negotiate with him. That's why political parties are negotiating with him. You get the point now? Because he has a structure which they believe can disrupt the plans. So that's why everybody is looking out for Kwankwaso, because they believe he has a structure. Now, the truth about it is that APC is gaining more grounds. And the more they are gaining grounds, it is imperative for us to know that every state that has defected to APC has been guaranteed one thing or the other, most especially their return tickets. That is it. So whether by crook or by hook, definitely it is sure that some of those governors that has defected to the ruling party will be given a very high coverage from the political party, so that they will be able to deliver 2027.
Wow.
You get the strategy now. So the truth about it is that in Kano, there's still going to be heavy mime, because now Yusuf want to prove his that I have just finished my apprenticeship from NNPP. I am now the boss of my own. So he wants to prove a point.
His political relevance.
Yes, knowing fully well he is the sitting governor. Now, Kwankwaso, the former governor, would want to let him know, I brought you into power. So there's going to still
going to be a lot of clashes.
A very massive one.
Okay. All right, I like that you said that, right? But let's take a look at what has been going on politically now, especially in 2026, even started in 2025. Ifoma, do you think that what has been going on, they've been paying attention to governance, or do you think this is all politics and alignment ahead of 2027?
I think that question is already answered even before you asked the question. These people are not interested on how Nigerians are faring. They don't care if Nigerians will die today. Even if the world crumbles, Nigeria crumbles, they don't care. The only thing they are interested in is 2027. I think maybe a lot of Nigerians can agree with me. But I'll just say something as regards these squabbles and this quagmire in Kano State. I think this is a fight between a godfather and a godson. A godson that is trying to, like I said in the other story, find a part in his life. And for me, I don't see it a big deal. I don't see a big deal in it. It's high time.
Do you think that this movie is him fighting against his father?
Something like that. I will explain.
Now, is it
high
fighting
time
against his father or with his father?
He's fighting with his father.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Kwankwaso.
No, Kwankwaso's son.
Wait, I'm not talking about son. What I'm talking about is godfather and godson.
Yes,
Now, Kwankwaso is the godfather of Abba Yusuf.
Yes,
Am I correct?
you're
That's
correct.
what I'm trying to say now. And I'm trying to more like give my take on the story. What I'm seeing here is a fight between a godfather and a godson. And it's not really a big deal. I don't know why Kwankwaso is nervy and frenetic about the whole thing. It's Abba Yusuf's right to, seek his political or put his political ground. And we've seen of recent that, he has already had a pact with APC that they've granted him automatic ticket into the APC if he defects, so which he just did. So I think it's high time godfathers realize that a time will come in a man's life where that man has to find a path for himself. That
Okay,
he
so you're
doesn't have
talking
to
about the
continue.
governor now.
I'm
Let's
talking
talk about the commissioner's son.
I've talked
That's
about
what
the
I'm asking. Do you
commissioner's son.
think that he's
What I'm
fighting
talking
against
about-
his father? No,
He's not fighting against his father. I believe I've given my take earlier on that. I said it is his right, his constitutional right to find or join any party that he chooses.
He didn't leave a
That
party.
is-
I think you are mixing it up with
Okay.
Governor Yusuf. I'm talking of Kwankwaso's son, who has left the position of commissioner.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't see a problem. See,
Okay.
all these things is his choice. But what I'm talking about now is Kwankwaso and Abba Yusuf. That's what I am focusing on right now.
So that
Just
is
giving
the
my
third
take.
story. I
We have
think you
gotten-
jumped to the third
Okay,
story.
I don't
This is
even
the
know that we've
second
got. Oh,
story.
so sorry.
The
so
third
sorry. I
story is
didn't know.
about the governor defecting to the APC. So yesterday we heard that he left the NNPP alongside 21 lawmakers, and we didn't know which party he was going to go to. But then we predicted that he will that he was probably going to the APC. But now that we have seen him defecting to the APC now and carrying along with him, they have not yet told us, but we know that the other 21 lawmakers as well will still come to announce that they are now defecting to the APC. And you said earlier that the APC is gaining more ground. Let's talk about opposition now. What do you think would be the reaction of the opposition to this particular news?
Now, the issue here is this. Kwankwaso has never stopped Abba Yusuf. But what he wanted to do was to use Abba Yusuf to bargain. Yes. In the sense, he wanted APC to acquire NPP if he's granted what he desired. But Abba Yusuf does not want, he was looking at his watch, his time. He was working with time. He needed to make things right early so that he will have a relaxed mind to focus in the governance he want to do.
Yeah.
Now, back to the way he defected, he should be removed
Why?
because there was no problem in NMPP. NPP or NMPP.
NNPP.
Yes.
As opposed to the PDP
Yes,
people
yes.
who-
Now, there must be an issue
I get that now.
that will make you defect from your party. You see, the way this present crop of money mongers politicians are defected, it looks so stupid and so childish because every minute, every second, everybody is just moving.
Yeah.
Let's defect. Let us defect. Now, it takes us to tell you that we have no working system in this country. Nothing is working. The truth is that both the judiciary, both all the laws of INEC, the laws of, that's why I told you there is nothing independent about INEC, there is nothing independent about ICPC, there is nothing independent about EFCC, because all those things are just mirage. They only chase the people that they know that's giving them trouble. But doing the exact thing is not, it's terrible. Baba, Ahmed Yusuf, I can't remember where they said NMPP are having fight.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually been very peaceful.
It's very
We've not
peaceful.
heard
He is
anything.
even the BOT chairman of the party, being the governor of the state.
Yeah.
So he has no reason of defecting.
You know, I didn't see it from that perspective
Yes.
when he defected, because
Yes.
I just thought since everybody was defecting, I think maybe we've normalized it and it's become normal to hear that people. But really, the PDP, they have a solid reason to say why they're defecting from the PDP to another party because of their internal crisis. But
Yeah.
if you look at it, the NNPP, really, they do not have any internal crisis. But now,
said-
do you think that this is going to weaken Kwankwaso's hold in Kano?
To an extent, but it's equally a time where his relevance will have to be tested in Kano State.
Exactly.
That's what I would say as regards that. And I'll just give, under a minute, my take on the story. As I was saying earlier, I didn't know that we haven't gotten to the third story. I said it's a fight between a godfather and a godson. And the earlier that this godfathers remembers or takes to this thing, a cognizance that a time will come whereby a son will have to fend for himself, not always being on the umbrella of the father, the better for them. That is number one. And then talking about Kwankwaso here, I think he has lost that godson to find his own path in life. I think what he has to do now is to find another person that he's going to maybe crown
Nurture and bring over.
Yes,
he has lost two godsons.
Yes, that will now fight.
You know that
the former
national APC chairman was his deputy governor, Ganduje.
Okay, that's
and he lost Ganduje.
Yes.
Now he has lost Abba Yusuf.
Yes, and it shouldn't be something that he should be, like I said earlier, nervy about. It's something that he just needs to move on from and realize that there have been cases like this, godfather and godson fights in the past. We've seen it in Rivers State with Fubara and Wike. We've seen it in Anambra State. We've seen it even in Kano State, just like what Mr. Sacramento said. It's tradition already. It's not something that he should be, crying foul about on social media. So he should just go ahead, find someone else that will fight
that he would
the former godson. Exactly.
Now let's also talk about quickly the APC and how they have managed to milk the internal crisis that political parties in Nigeria have been having. Now let's talk about that for a minute, and also the fact that the APC has remained somehow strong on all fronts recently.
Why wouldn't they be strong? If
Good question.
a child that the father sent to go and rob, always use his leg to break doors. Yes, when you have the power, you are in control of the power. When PDP, Obasanjo, Yaradua, Jonathan, they were there. The power belongs to them.
So you're saying it's because they're at the center?
No, because they are the center. They have the power. They have EFCC. They have ICPC. They have the INEC. They have every arms of government to function the way they want it to function. That is the truth. So that's what's giving them that ground. In as much as internally they are not doing well, but because they are the seat of power, not everybody will fall into line.
But
except
Mr.
you want somebody to remove your mouth from the breast.
But Mr. Sacramento, it's really dangerous. It's really going to be dangerous from 2027, 2020, and the likes. The list goes.
How do you mean dangerous?
What I mean by dangerous is how many appointments are you going to give to these governors? How many appointments are you going to give to all these people that are defecting? Those are the questions that you ask. Everybody is aligning with the central power.
Who said what?
How many appointments?
Wait, do you think it's an appointment?
Happened before?
Wait, you think it's appointment? Let me go. Do you think it's appointment? So you think it's appointment? You think it's by appointment?
So how is he going to get all these people?
That the likes of Peter Mba will leave. What appointment will he give to him?
Okay, Mr. Sacramento, how will the president settle all these people if he clenches the win in 2027? How will he get settled? Because everybody is aligning.
All the people that are
they will promise them they will defect.
Let me tell you, some of them they are giving them their enumeration. Then the ones that are coming back, they will tell them you are coming back. There's nothing bigger than you coming back as a governor.
You're rerun
and you are winning it. What else do you want?
There's another thing. Sorry, Sharon. There's another thing. There was this interview I watched. I can't remember his name. He said something. I don't know if it's part to Tony. He said that we understand that almost all the governors in Nigeria in different states have defected to APC, but that the people are not defecting with them. So, and if you check this now in 2023, how is it that we have how many governors in APC and P2B was able to clench or was able to get third place in the election? How? So it still proves that theory that most of the times the people are not defecting with these governors. So I think 2027 should be between Nigerians and APC.
All right, now just to wrap it up, right now, Mr. Daniel Sacramento, we've heard what Ifoma said about the fact that even as though we're seeing governors defecting from one party to the APC, the people really are not defecting alongside those governors. Now, also, there's something that I want to link this up with. It is what happened yesterday in the afternoon. We talked about Obi Kubana being made the Southeastern Zonal Coordinator for City Boy 2027 and the backlash that he has gotten. I would love to get your take on that.
You know, people are just most of the time people are jobless. Our people are so jobless. A man of Kubana's stature who is cashing out. You that is a jobless person that does not even have a job. Instead of you to align yourself with him and know how it's going to
help your life.
You are there insulting an established billionaire. You see, most of the times our people are mentally menopause and myopic in reasoning.
Menopause?
Yes. Let me tell you. These guys were called. These are part of the things I was telling you guys off camera. Smartness in politics is quite different from you carrying professorship, perambulating everywhere. Look at how they came to form City Boys, City Oga Boys.
Oh, that's the full name, City Oga.
City Oga Boys, yeah, something of that.
City Boys Movement.
City Boys Movement.
Yes.
Do you understand what it means? It means that all Igbo guys that are into, that has something doing, are all being co-opted early enough. Now promises will be made to them, giving them soft landing, protections, and maybe some tax evasions.
Oh, interesting.
Now, somebody who you protect his business and understand that you're giving that person something beneficial, wouldn't that person take it?
Of course.
That is moving 10 steps ahead when it comes to politics. You know where I'm driving to?
Yes, I know where you're driving to.
These are the issues we have.
But also, let's take a look at the Igbos, right? Do you think that with the involvement of Obi Kubana, I think there are also other people. There's a particular video that trended one time. I saw E-Money, all these big people
These are people whom the current president have done one thing for or the other.
So do you think
have been issue
that represents Igbo's involvement in politics now? Because they've been
no. Igbo's involvement. Igbo woke up when they woke up and started, trying to do legally inside politics. But the truth about it is that we've not really got into data because the unity and understanding the terrain, understanding when to move, understanding when to pause, understanding when to belong matters. It is not sitting down one place and you're crying marginalization. What steps are you taking to bring that marginalization to a stop? What are the affiliations? Who are your allies? Where are what are the meetings you are doing? Or who are the people you are going to see? So that you have a common front. These are pertinent questions that we need to answer by ourselves. And to ourselves before we begin to make headways. I just give you an instance. One person has had NNPP a long ago. So now, and he has the highest number of followership. One man.
Yeah.
He formed it. He kept it. So he's now using it as a bargaining power.
I think this is what you were talking about yesterday, where you said this is what Obi could have done, P2B.
That's exactly what I am trying to let you know. In as much as we want this country to be correct, we love Obi so much. The issue is that the system we are in, it is as if, let me give you an instance. A pastor who was just ordained today, now went to the mountain 1 week, came back, started speaking in tongues, heavy one, and he started seeing visions. He now woke up and said God told him to go and bring down 1 Iroko in his father's compound that has been there for 400 years. You know that he might not survive. Because God respects boundaries.
I think that's a story for that's a topic for another day.
God respects boundaries.
Yes.
So you don't just wake up anytime you think, just because you think you can speak in tongues and go and uproot a shrine that is older than you. So that shrine might kill you. Because the higher you go, it's the higher your anointing should arise.
Okay.
You don't just wake up. There are levels spiritually. That's why I'm bringing this. There are levels. There are time. The Ecclesiastes says there is time for everything. There's a time to sit down with your people. There is something about politics. Tinubu, you are saying, was holding his people for many years. Most especially, he held Lagos bound hostage, Tibet, in as much as he's not from Lagos State. He's from Osun State. Now you could say that he is the one that dictates what happens in Lagos State over donkey years. That shows charity starts at home.
So I like that you said that now, and I'm just going to ask this question because I know you both have different opinions and stands with Mr. Peter B and the way he has had the public's love, right? Public's trust and people's support. In your opinion, do you think that he has really maximized and made just, judiciously managed the support that he has gotten so far?
No, I don't think so. Just like what Mr. Sacramento has been saying, there is more that meets the eye, and which has to do with a lot of alliances. It's utilizing that opportunity that the people have given you to do the needful. Some people will say you play dirtier than the dirtiest. This is what Nigerians are expecting you to do. If they are talking about rigging, rig too. You can rig. You understand? It's simple. So play.
When they are judging, they will judge everybody.
Hey, let them judge.
So are we not encouraging them to rig?
No, the system is already.
We're encouraging them, but we are trying to tell them that if you really mean well for Nigerians, and with the support that Nigerians are gathering or you're getting from them, they need you to do the needful. If it is rigging, rig now. You are not the only person that have rigged the election in the past. So, and just like what Mr. Sacramento said, I mean, the system is already porous. See, everybody rigs in an election. So if you rig, you will not be the first and you will not be the last. So go ahead and rig and win the election for Nigerians.
When you now come into the dirty system, you can't change a dirty system from outside.
So you are saying now that even out of that rigged system, you can birth something good.
Why not?
If you want to catch a criminal, you have to
be a criminal to catch.
So it's simple. So
you must begin to go. If there are people to lie down for them. Get what you want. When you get it, you now shape the things the way you want. Look at what Abba Yusuf has just done now. He was so humble to his Kwankwaso. Till now, he now said, Oga.
Even when I had to buy a motorcycle for content creators.
You see?
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. So there is no in politics. You don't do waka speaking grammar.
I am a saint.
No. Nobody.
Being a saint.
Baba Ahmed Yusuf, who is a very polished man, said, "Oga, you can't win the way you are going.
Shine your eye.
It is ruggedity. Bring it out. Everybody. If they want to judge, you will judge everybody's own. So it is Nigeria is not a place you come in. There was late Doyin Okupe said, forget this agbada we are wearing. If we remove this agbada, you will not like us. Doyin Okupe said that.
Yes.
And you saw Doyin Okupe disappointing P2B at the edge of breakthrough. He left and went back to his brother. So let me tell you, one of our brother's issues, come back home, consolidate the 5 eastern states, hold it. Make sure you are in charge of it. That is how it starts. Then we begin to spread tentacles to other regions that want you. You don't just assume that everybody is going to support. No, it's not true. People are infiltrating us,
saying that you cannot leave.
Look at how they have come in now and made our brother Oga City Boys.
Yeah.
Do you want maybe by his response that you understand very well.
No, I understand what you're saying.
You understand what?
So you're saying Mr. P2B is not maximizing the Southeastern.
You had it from Okonkwo. You had it from Okonkwo as well.
See, there is
okay.
You have to come back get these stakeholders. There are people that worked with you. There are people that are still working. There are people that would like to work. You have to form a front. That front should belong to you. That front, you must service that front. That front, you must give them everything they desire so that they can move into the nitty-gritty.
There's even somebody to be now, yeah? He will go underground and form a pact with Wike. I swear. There's somebody who would have been. All these political holders, these key holders, go and have an form great alliance with them. Do you know that a lot of people in the southeast, I'll start with Anambra, where he was once the governor, a lot of people have lost confidence in Obi. People that have been holding this Obi's movement in their head, carrying it like bag of oranges in their head. They've lost hope, and they're saying now that most of them are telling me now that they want to join APC, that they are tired of Obi, that they cannot continue that way with Obi.
Isn't too late now for
Obi is not playing.
It's not late. It's not late.
Okay.
He has to wake up.
Okay.
Start. Okay, now Labour Party is Nemadi Usman's committee has now gained ground. He has left.
No, I think that thing, yeah, it's actually a strategy. That's what I'm looking at. If Peter Obi did not get
let's not disclose the strategy on telly now.
Okay,
Let's hold that strategy.
No. I mean, it's come on.
Okay. If they want that strategy, let them come and tell us.
All right, I think we're selling strategies this new year.
Yes.
But thank you very much, Mr. Dennis Sacramento and Ms. Ifomoji, for joining us on the conversation this morning, and also to our VIP viewers. If you're watching for the first time, this is Morning Pulse on Active Citizens. If you're yet to subscribe, this will be the best time to go about doing that. And also, don't forget to follow us across all social media at Active Citizens, and also find me across all media at Sharon Enemchuku. And do Ifoma.
You can find me on Facebook at Audrey Sophia and on Instagram at Miss Alex.
And as for Mr. Daniel, he'll always be in the studio. So we'll come your way later today. Do have a good morning.